In the first 3 chapters, I was able to learn the fundamental elements of speech and also gain knowledge that will be essential to my speech career. In the book, it states how, as humans, we tend to want to communicate with others. However, we may not be communicating in the most effective ways. In the book, it states that communication is the simultaneous changing and creation of ways through human symbolic interaction. Communication can be public, private, social, formal, and informal. As humans, we interpret communication electronically, verbally, and sometimes in a silent manner. This can be very, very, very complex. In most cases, most businesses actually prefer that you have communication background. It kind of serves as an expertise. In chapter 1, we learned how you should basically conduct yourself with the proper speech and also learn it. It's very important. In chapter 2, it basically went over the facts of how you need to be mindful when you create a speech so that the message that you actually want to portray is actually what is perceived. Perception is very key when talking about communication. In fact, it can go both ways. Maybe you may be on the end of someone who received a bad perception of what was being communicated, and that can be very, very, very bad as well. You all want to make sure that what you're saying is what's actually meant. That way nobody can get confused. It's very important. And in chapter 3, we were able to see how self-preservation in a way is very key to what you have to say. You need to look the part and feel the part. If you go up against an audience and you're not quite sure on what you should be saying, things can get kind of tricky. However, if you look better and sound better and you're feeling what you're saying, it could actually turn out to be a little bit better than actually just all base zero. So keep that in mind too. You always want to at least look nice. You could feel it through your speech more. In conclusion, I learned how effective communication, it just goes a long way. It's very important that we, again, keep in mind what we're saying and it gets perceived the right way. And pretty much, if you want any job in corporate America, you're going to need to learn how to communicate effectively because nobody's going to be bothered with that. So, again, chapters 1, 2, and 3 were very, very, very helpful to someone like me. I'm going to actually take that into consideration because I'm not that great of a speaker. However, I feel like with this book and the help of this class, it's only going to get better. Alright, thanks.